Hello everyone, I am Ritika Zuzgar, Assistant Professor IT Department. So in the course of Data Structure and Algorithm, we started our first unit. Okay, so first unit is based on introduction part where we already discussed about what is meant by data structure and algorithms. Okay, so the next concept we started, that is the classification of data structure, where the data structure is classified into the primitive data types and non-primitive data types. So in previous videos, we already covered the topic related to the primitive data structures, okay? And then we also discuss about the non-primitive data structure, okay? So again, these non-primitive data structures are divided into the two parts, that is a linear data structure and the non-linear data structure. So in linear data structure, the types are array, stack, queue, linked list, and non-linear data structure types are graph and trees, okay? So in linear data structure, we discuss about the first point, that is the array. So in the previous video, we discuss about non-primitive data structures. In that, linear data structures, and the first linear data structure is a array in a one-dimensional array. Okay. So in previous video, we discuss about the array for a one-dimensional array. So in this video, we discuss about the second part of a linear data structure, that is the array also for a multi-dimensional purpose. Okay, so let us discuss here. So in previous video, we discussed this point. What is meant by array? Array is a collection of similar type of data items, and each data item is called as an element of an array. So array is a fixed size. We cannot change the size of the array in a sequenced collection of variables belonging to the same data types, and the array has an adjacent memory location to store the values. So here in the array we have an element and index. So what is meant by element here? Each item stored in an array called as an element. See here in this example, the element is what? 10, 21, 42, 68, 83 and 95. And what is meant by index here? So each location of an array element in an array has a numerical index which is used to identify the elements. Okay, so each element can be accessed via its index. Okay, so here in this example, the array is our age, size is a 5, and these are the array elements like 10, 21, 42, 68, 83 and 95. And index is what? In which location we are storing this particular element. Okay, so this is a 0th index, first index, second index, third index, fourth index and fifth index. If I am searching, the index position is a 3. So in index position 3, which element is stored? So consider here 0, 1, 2 and 3. So at the index 3, the 68 element is stored in a given array. Okay. Clear what is meant by element and what are the indexes? So next is that there are two types of arrays. First is the single dimensional array and the multi-dimensional array. Okay, so we already discussed about the single dimensional array part, where we are declaring the type is an integer, array name is a array, size is a 10. So these are the elements, 10 elements are stored. Okay, so how we write in the element and index? So for each element we are creating one box, so total 10 boxes are present here, and index starts from 0 to 9. Okay, so always remember array index starts from 0 to n minus 1. So here n is what? 10, that is size is equal to 10. So array index always starts from 0 to n minus 1, that is 10 minus 1, 9. 0 to 9, that means total 10 elements. So this is the single dimensional, which is also called as a 1D array. So next is the multi-dimensional, so or we can call it as a two-dimensional array. So 2D array can be defined as an array of array. So the 2D array is organized as a matrix which can be represented as a collection of rows and columns. See here, so this is a multi-dimensional or 2D array where we are having the rows and columns. So here 0, then 1, 2, 3. So these are the n minus 1 rows and n minus 1 columns. If I am considering here the n is equal to 5, means 5 rows or 5 columns. Okay, So total 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Up to the 4 number of rows and 4 column means 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. Total 4 columns and 4 rows. So however, the 2D array are created to implement a relation database look-alike data structure. So it provides easy of holding the bulk of data at once, which can be passed to any number of functions whenever required. So how to declare the two-dimensional array here? So the syntax of declaring the two-dimensional array is very much similar to that of an one-dimensional array. So in that one-dimensional array, we are assigning only the size only 1. Okay. But for the multi-dimensional or for the two-dimensional array, we have to create the size for rows and columns also. So here the integer array max rows or max columns. Okay. So two sizes are given here like this A of A, N and N. So it provides the data structure look like this. So for the max rows and max columns, if I am considering the row size is a 5 and column size is again 5. So here this is the 0 row, 0 column. Then first row, 0 column. Second row, 0th column. Third row, 0th column. Fourth row, 0th column. Similarly for second column also, 0 row, first column. First row, first column. Second row, first column like this. Okay. Total 4 by 4 matrix. 4 rows, sorry, 5 by 5 matrix. 5 rows, 5 columns. So in this image, the two-dimensional array, the elements are organized in the form of rows and columns. So first element of the first row is represented as A of 0. Whenever the number shows in the first index is the number of the row, while the number shows in the second index is the number of the column. Okay. So here the array of 0 first is what? Number of row, and array of second 0 is what? Number of column. Okay. So if I am considering this block, so A of 4 or 1. So here the A of 4 means what? Fourth number of row, and A of 1 is what here? First column. Okay. Like this. First block shows the row size and second shows the column. Clear? The next is a mapping 2D array to the 1D array. That is two-dimensional array to the one-dimensional array. So when it comes to map a two-dimensional array, most of us might think that why this mapping is required. So however, the two-dimensional array exists from the user point of view, and two-dimensional array are created to implement a relational database table look-alike data structure. So in computer memory, the storage technique of two-dimensional array is similar to the one-dimensional array. So the size of two-dimensional array is equal to the multiplication of number of rows and the number of columns presented in the array. So we do not need to map two-dimensional array to the one-dimensional array in order to store them in the memory. So if I am considering the 3 by 3 matrix, okay, so 3 by 3 is a two-dimensional array as shown in this diagram. So this array needs to be mapped to a one-dimensional array in order to store it into the memory. So there are two main techniques of storing the two-dimensional array elements into the memory by using the row measure ordering and by using the column measuring ordering. Okay, so first we discuss the row measuring ordering. So in row measure ordering, all the rows of the 2D array are stored into the memory continuously. And consider this array as shown in this figure. So it is the memory location according to the row measure order. So how to find out the row measure order? So row wise. So 0th row, then first row, then second row. So like this row measure order कैसे होगा यहाँ पे A11 और वी कैन सो यहाँ पे 0 से स्टार्ट किया है 012 बट यहाँ पे 1 से स्टार्ट किया है दैट इज 123 एंड 123 ओके बोथ आर सिमिलर हियर सो A11 A12 A13 then 21 22 23 then 31 32 33 like this okay So here 0 0 first आएगा for memory allocation according to the row major order. Okay, so the first row of the array is stored into the memory completely, then second row completely, and then third row. So 0 0 is the first, then 0 1, then 0 2, like this. Then second row 1 0 1 1 1 2, then third row 2 0 2 1 2 2, like this. So this is the memory allocation according to the row major ordering. Second is what? Column major ordering. Same example I am giving here, but we are using here the column major ordering. Okay, so according to the column major ordering, all the columns of the 2D array are stored into the memory continuously. So the memory allocation of the array for this diagram like this. So column wise means what? First column, second column, third column. So 1 1 2 1 3 1. Then second column is what? 1 2 2 2 3 2. Then third column is what? 1 3 2 3 3 3. Similarly here, first column 0 0 1 0 2 0. So memory allocation according to the column major ordering is what? 0 0 column, first column is what? 0 0 1 0 2 0 0 0 1 0 2 0. Second is what? 0 1 1 1 2 2 0 1 1 1 2 1. Then 0 2 1 2 2 2, then 0 2 1 2 2 2. So this is the memory allocation according to the column major ordering. Thank you.